Good afternoon, I'm Daniel Earland, and today I'm with Daniel Powery, the president of the Modern Wushu Kickboxing Club. So Daniel, tell us a bit about this club.
Well, Modern Wushu essentially stands for the Chinese martial arts. The term Wushu comes from the word that means martial arts in Chinese. The type of martial art we actually study is called Sanshu. This martial art is essentially the Chinese version of Muay Thai, which might be a more familiar martial art for many people. Anyway, so in competition, it's called Sanda. In training, it's called Sanshu. It essentially involves a lot of kicking, punching, throwing, hence why we usually coin the term Chinese kickboxing.
So how does this differentiate between Muay Thai then?
Well, basically, in competition, there are differing rules. So, for example, they're allowed to use elbows and knees in competition, where we're not allowed to use them. However, we are allowed to do throwing techniques. We're allowed to take our opponent down, put them to the ground, use different methods of doing that. So just slightly different rules. We train a lot of similar techniques, just different rules. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So Daniel, take us through a normal training session that you guys would do.
Well, basically, we start off with some easy stretching, light stretching work, etc. Then we go into a power cardio warm-up. So that starts, we go through some basic like running, jumping techniques, push-ups, or press-ups, crunches, some other, cardiovascular work. And then after that, we stretch some more, because leg stretches are very important in what we do. And then we pair up. We do some pad work, etc. In partners, as I said, working on our kicking, punching, elbows, knees. And then after that, we focus on technique with our trainer, Master Tay. He happens to be the head judge of Europe for Sanshu. So he's very knowledgeable. He teaches a lot of new techniques every week. So
What are the rules when you guys spar?
Well, essentially, basic rules are obviously no groin shots, no hitting to the back of the head. You are allowed to take down, as I mentioned earlier. However, even though we do train with elbows and knees during our sessions, we're not allowed to elbow each other and knee each other during sparring. So, and that's the gist of it. There are slightly, obviously, other rules. For example, if you take a person down, they have a few seconds to get back up. Also, if you're grappling toe-to-toe with a person, as in more like a wrestling stance or whatever, you have 3 seconds before they split you guys up and you have to start from scratch.
So Dan, what makes this club separate itself from all the other martial arts?
I would say the main thing that separates modern Wushu, or Wushu as we call it, is our social atmosphere. We've really put a focus on that since I became president, and a couple of other key committee members. We really decided to up our social experience for our members, and it's really paid off. We've seen a significant bond grow between our members, and it seems like everyone just has a great time, both in training and during socials. So I would say socials.
Sounds very fun.
It's an old man.
Okay, so I've just defied Mitch there from the Wushu club, and as you can see there was a lot of throws going in. Didn't quite know where the ground was at the end, really windmilling towards the final few seconds of that fight as I was rather disorientated by it all. I very much enjoyed that style of fighting, get a lot of work on the legs, the upper body, and then the throws can really change the levels, which adds a nice diversity to the fighting style. Okay, so that's my video there on the Wushu Club at Southampton University, and thank you for joining me on this instalment of my Fightquest.